viewers on the internet. We're excited to have Dr. Barbara Couture here today. She's the Senior Vice President, Chancellor, okay, everybody's got different names, at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And I'll start off by having her introduce herself, and then we will then go into questions from any students here or on the internet. We also have a way to submit questions to NMSU-Prez search, is that it? Prez-search at nmsu.edu, excuse me. We're looking at those live, so if anyone's watching live on the internet, you can view the video and submit questions, and we'll read them as they come in. So with that, Dr. Couture.
Thank you, Travis. And good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to see me this morning. I learned from Travis and from others that you wanted to hear a few words from me about why I wanted to come to New Mexico State University and what I might do here if I was your next president. So I'll open with a few statements about that, and I know that each of you probably has questions that you would like me to answer that meet your own concerns, so I'm happy to do that too. I am at a major land-grant university now, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I have all of my life in higher education been an advocate of strong public research universities with an outreach mission. Many of you know that I spent the first 20 years of my academic career in higher education at Wayne State University in downtown Detroit. Wayne State University is known as one of the Urban 13. At the time I was at Wayne State University, the population of African American students at Wayne State University was 24% of the university population. So Wayne State has always had as a part of its mission diversity and access, and that was a very strong component of my work as a teacher and administrator there. After 20 years at Wayne State University, where I was a professor of English and went through the tenure and promotion process there, my area was professional communication and technical communication. We have a grad student here today who was in that area. And I was an administrator in several different arenas. I was an associate dean for the College of Lifelong Learning that operated 7 extension centers that were operated closely with Wayne State University and offered access to students all across the city and Tri-County area. I also was an associate dean for the College of Arts and Sciences that handled all of the programs and curricular programs through the College of Arts and Sciences. And in fact, while I was at Wayne State University, we brought on and moved the program in African American Studies to a department while I was at Wayne State University and taught. Worked with the chair of that department on developing the curriculum and major in African American Studies. At Washington State University, I was dean of the College of Liberal Arts. I was there for 6 years. Another great land-grant institution with a very major outreach mission to the state. Our faculty were known for the quality of their research, their dedication to undergraduate teaching, and also to bringing their research and teaching mission across the state. At Washington State University, one of the projects I'm very proud of was the ability to bring together faculty and tribal leaders and administrative leaders of the university to garner support for a Plateau Center for American Indian Studies. And I went to Washington along with tribal leaders to garner an earmark funding for that center. And when I left Washington State University in 2004, the following fall, the Plateau Center was opened. I was very sorry that I couldn't be there for the opening because I had been a very strong supporter of the center and worked very carefully with people across the university to do that. I'm now at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm Senior Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs. For those of you who don't know, that means that the deans of the colleges of the university report to me. Academic programs go through me. Faculty hiring and tenure and promotion also goes through my office as well. And I coordinate with the Office of Research and sponsor programs for faculty research and the opportunities for students to do undergraduate research at the university. And I also work with student affairs to ensure that we have access for our students, that we have good programs for student success, and that we're doing everything we can to create a quality high quality learning environment for students of every social group and ethnicity who wish to have a university education. So that's a brief sense of my background and my experience. I would like to talk just about a couple of initiatives at the University of Nebraska that have been important to me, and then I'm happy to answer whatever questions you have. One of them has been to be the major principal investigator of an advanced grant. I don't know if all of you know what that is, but advanced is an NSF program which is trying to find ways to bring more women faculty into the science, technology, engineering, and math fields. I know that New Mexico State University has an advanced grant, but one of the challenges of the advanced grant is not only to do work with that funding, but also to continue the good work of the grant beyond it. At our university, to assure that that good work did continue beyond the grant, I have also initiated a best practices initiative for recruiting and retaining diverse faculty. This is an initiative that has been approved by our faculty senate, by our deans and other academic administrators, and it is requiring every college to have in place a plan as part of their strategic plan to assure that they're adopting best practices to recruit and retain diverse faculty. And those best practices have to address one of at least four areas. One is the process that we do when we're looking for new faculty before we even have a position open, which we call scouting, knowing what the landscape is, what good graduate students are out there now who might be possible faculty members at the University of Nebraska. Searching, making sure our search committee processes are fair, that we are getting the best possible diverse and qualified pool of faculty members, and to assure that those processes are being conducted in ways that we have addressed issues of implicit bias in the search process. Ways to support and mentor our faculty, and ways to sustain faculty once they are here, so that we're sure that once we brought them to the campus, that they remain happy and productive faculty members on campus. So that's one initiative that has been very important to me. Another has been to increase the opportunities for international programming at the university. I know that you as students, of course, know how important it is once you graduate from the university to be able to demonstrate that you have some sense of what the important issues are across the world and how you might contribute, whether it be as a citizen in the community or in business or in industry, with your knowledge of the world perspective on economic and social issues. We have created opportunities for students to complete study abroad programs in China and other nations across the world. We've worked with colleges to assure that they have adequate funding programs in place for those kinds of programs, and that they have integrated study abroad within their curricular programs so that students can complete their plan of study as well as have the study abroad experience without delaying their graduation. And we've also created the opportunity for international research partnerships with our faculty as well. So those are two big initiatives that I worked on at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln that I think would be experiences that I could share and perhaps help New Mexico State University develop some continued expertise in those areas and work with our faculty and students to provide those opportunities for our students. You know, you probably have a number of questions, and I'm happy to answer those for you.
Thank you. Any questions from